Well, hi, everyone. It's David DaCosta, and here I am back on the Parkbench. You can see us here at parkbench.com/Carlsbad. I'm a local realtor. Today, my guest is none other than Rana Kennedy. Rana is the owner and I believe the head trainer over at Agility Studio. Glad we were finally able to do this.
Yes.
So pleased to meet you, Rana. And without further ado, let's jump right in and tell us a little bit about your business.
Sure. So I had Agility Studio here in Carlsbad over 20 years. I literally was walking by a small space getting my dry cleaning and saw a little bookstore had an opening, a dead space. And I had spoken with her and really wasn't even about to open my business, but it did end up being seated in that location, my very first location. And then I've been on the same landlines for the 20 years here in Carlsbad, in the village for about 14 years, and then the rest of the time just down south of Palma Airport Road.
Wonderful. Well, again, welcome. So what made you open Agility Studio?
Well, I got into Pilates through injuries, actually. So I was an avid yogi. I was doing yoga about 6 days a week and surfing. And those are wonderful things to do, but I tore my labrum in my shoulder and was told no more yoga, no more surfing. And I actually went to physical therapy and got hurt in physical therapy, unfortunately. Found a Pilates teacher who helped me shore up my joint. I realized I was over flexible and I needed more stability, strength, which is one of the things that we get with Pilates, and started feeling much better. And to this day, I haven't had surgery.
Excellent. And I take it, it's that mind over body thing. You wanted to do yoga again and surf again, and you said, you can do this, right?
Yeah, the thing is, when you have recovery like that, it's something you definitely want to share. So, I got into the business of it because it felt so amazing that I got recovery, because I couldn't seem to get to the other side. And, I'm a very active person. I'm somebody who can translate. Okay, so maybe surfing wasn't my thing without surgery. Surfing and overhand tennis serves, or pickleball, to this day I have to watch, but I can do a lot of other sports very well. And I haven't had that shoulder thing kick up, but maybe once in 20 years. Excellent. With the Pilates work that I do.
Yeah, that's a sport I have to try too. And I promised myself before the end of summer, I'm going to get on a pickleball court. So that good for you.
You got to get in line. You got to get in line.
So what has surprised you most about being in business for yourself with the Pilates studio?
It's a great question, because we all have our strengths. You would say, oh, she's a fit girl. I used to be a professional windsurfer. I'm just going to deal with athletes. That was what I thought. Sure enough, I got plenty of those, but the everyday people that have walked in my studio and needed my help, led me to broaden my expertise. And the next thing you know, I find myself going through my own pregnancy and training people with the pregnant moms, and the pre and postnatal became one of my expertises, for 15 years. I'm probably the most premier expert Pilates trainer in this area. So the amount of moms I've seen is, quite a few. I'm also a trained doula, and I do extra studies in that work. So it helps me to,
I think they call it adaptability, and you've been able to pivot and adapt as needed according to the stages you're going through.
Well, that was part of it. And then you asked that question because, you would think again, okay, well, so those are her prime, groups of people. After COVID, my seniors came in, and, they're just such a special crowd. They really don't want to be hurt. They don't want to get COVID. They like a clean, big studio like I have. And, there comes a time in life where Groupon and, just the cheapest isn't really necessarily what everyone wants. People want good quality. They want an atmosphere that supports their goals. And they want somebody who's a trainer that's had maybe over 20 years of training like myself.
True words. And I like the fact that you cater to seniors, because these days I have to come to the realization that I qualify. So that's a good thing. And what are your customers saying that they love most about your practice? What keeps them coming back, you think?
Yeah. So I would say, when you're looking for a Pilates trainer, you can definitely tell when someone's only had Pilates training. So I've had a lot of other training in my work: nutrition, corrective exercise, personal training, both strength and flexibility, and a lot of post rehab. So the tools I try to impart on my clients are, things that they can use when they're on vacation, things that they can use on that third day that they need 3 times a week. Maybe they come see me twice, they need that third day. I've innovated a at-home protocol here called Pilates strap, which is something that people can use on their door and take with them in a Pilates bag or in a yoga bag that's on the go. So, it's important to have a trainer that's innovative and able to kind of grow with you. That's probably my specialty, is I'm what you would call a wellness coach that can work with, adapting to lifestyle, and as we adapt with age, with injuries, different goals.
So you mentioned earlier that when we were talking before we started that you're is it one studio you have or two? So tell us, how we can contact you and where your locations are.
Sure. Yeah. So my studio is located here in Gaspar. It's a great big place. So it's about 14 foot. We got the reformers over there. And then I teach, and that's agilitystudio.com. Okay. And then the Pilates strap work that I do, I actually sell here too. And I do a lot of my locals in Carlsbad are welcome to come in for a free demo. It's something that I offer. The setup for the springs at home is more of an intermediate advanced level. So people who like to strength train and, maybe have a little bit of a fitness base benefit from that. And that's pilatesstrap.com. There's 2 S's in that.
So you have pilatesstrap.com and you have agilitystudio.com.
I do, yes.
Okay, so I'll create a link to those in the video, and those would be the best ways for us to contact you. How about a Facebook page or
Instagram? Yeah, so Facebook as well. I mean, I'm more active on Instagram, honestly, than Facebook. So the website's really a good place to start, because that will give you more information about, what's offered here. For instance, if you're interested in Pilates classes, go to agilitystudio.com, look up the Pilates schedule. There's a contact me page there. If you're interested in Pilates straps, same thing. There's a contact me page there, the email and everything. And that way I'll get that note and reach out to you.
Fantastic. Well, I know you're a busy, busy lady, and I will leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing us to do this interview, and enjoy your summer. And I will get in and see you and see your studio set up and maybe even take a class.
I would love that, David. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much, Rana. You have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye now.